Hello everyone, welcome to the second week of the Trans Rights Readathon. This is going to be our last week. I think we technically go through the 31st, which is also a Tuesday, because today's Tuesday. So we will have like an extra day added on here, instead of just like 7. But we are here. I read 2 books last week, same series, but I did read 2 books technically. And so that means we still have 9 cards to choose from. I bought these like scratch off TBR things and I hadn't used them yet, so I did decide that we're going to be using them for this readathon. I picked like 10 trans authors and their books that I have on my TBR, and I wrote them on here and I shuffled them up and I have literally no idea what is what. The good thing about these cards is they also have space on the back, so I could like reuse them, but I chose the side that is like pretty much trans pride flag colors. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna, Presley helped us last time, but he's in school. Elliot's downstairs watching Bluey right now while I ran up here to grab a book, but I don't know what book I'm gonna grab because we need to do this. So, okay, I shuffled them up again and I think I'm just gonna pick one. Literally no idea what this is gonna be. We are going to scratch it off and see what our first book is, because I'm hoping to do at least 2 this week because I was able to do 2 last week. I could hopefully do 3, we'll see. But so for this one, okay, we have Gwen and Art Are Not in Love by Lex Croucher. Interesting. Okay, this is another YA. I don't know how many YAs I put in here. I don't know how many I put of anything, but I am a much bigger adult reader and I definitely put more adult books in here, but we read YA last week too. Let me grab the book. So this was actually a Rainbow Crate edition where we have like an extra dust jacket, so if I did go under, we have the original as well. Our author, I believe, is non-binary. I checked all the different non-binary trans umbrella things for the authors I have on these cards before we started the readathon. But yes, this is going to be like a King Arthur sort of retelling where he is supposed to be betrothed to Guinevere, but neither of them want to do that, and I think he's falling for a guy. Is the guy a knight? Well, she's falling for a knight? I don't know. I am very intrigued by this, and because it is Rainbow Crate, we have nutrition facts. That's going to give us a little like snippet of what the book is about. So the representation is sapphic and Achillean. We also have Thai as well as biracial, Iranian, and white. Genre is historical rom-com. Plot is going to have frenemies to reluctant friends, the lady gets the knight, and shenanigans, and it is 100% young adult. So yeah, okay, I'm excited to read this. I've been wanting to read it for a while, but again, I don't gravitate towards young adult all the time. I've definitely been reading more adult. So we're gonna try and speed through this, but only because it's young adult. I feel like I'm able to do that pretty quickly so that we can get to some more, because I definitely want to do more books this week because I only read 1 series last week. I read both books, enjoyed myself immensely, but I want to read more. I'm excited to get into this one. So this is our first pick. Whoa. And go up. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Okay, you ready? Go. Whoa. morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday. Elliot is over here, and I'm about to edit my vlog from last week, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. I did not get to read anything yesterday. I literally picked my book up a couple different times after we had picked what book we were gonna read. And that was in the afternoon, and it was before we went to open gym for her. So I had like a little bit of time, but not like a ton of time because Tuesdays are busy. And every time I tried to pick it up, she immediately needed something. I got like 55, 56 seconds into reading yesterday, and I just had to be done. After open gym, we ended up going out to dinner for my sister's birthday, and so we ended up at the Tacoma Mall and did a bunch of that, and then we didn't get home until late, like basically bath and bedtime for the kids. So I just didn't get to read. I did listen to a little bit of my Anne of Green Gables book that I've been listening to for the last week and a bit, I want to say. Have less than an hour left on that, but I don't know exactly when I'm going to get to that. I really do want to read Gwen Art Are Not in Love today. At least some of it. But I do need to edit my vlog first because that's the most important thing. It needs to go up tomorrow. So I'm downloading all of my videos, going to get everything together, and hopefully because it's a vlog, it won't take ultimately too long to put together because I do want to read. But that's it. I tried my best to read, but sometimes when you have kids, trying your best means less than a minute of actual reading. So it is later in the day, but we are still on Wednesday. I keep forgetting I keep forgetting what day of the week it is. I have started reading. There's Elliot. Presley is over there too. I heard him say hi. There he is. Say hi again.
Hi.
Oh, and Elliot again. Just back and forth.
Hey.
You guys are silly.
Hey.
Okay, back over there while I do this, okay?
Hello.
Okay, back over by the table, please. Thank you. I have started reading Gwen Art Are Not in Love by Lex Croucher. Oh, a little koala. Should I show? She has a cute little koala. Okay, Elliot. Okay. I got to read for about 30 minutes, I want to say, before I went and picked Presley up from school. I got to chapter 4, page 43. So the chapters are a little bit long, but like, it's okay. And I think I had said that this is like a King Arthur retelling sort of thing. It's not exactly. It's more like they're supposedly descended from those characters. So let me pull up a cover. I think I'm gonna go with the original one just so you guys can really see it because I think the characters look really nice this way. We have these characters here. Our main point of view character that I've had so far, it's really Gwen and Arthur, who goes by Art. Sometimes Gwen, her brother is Gabriel, and then there is a lady knight that I can't remember her name because we've actually only had like 2 scenes where we see her, but we've not talked to her yet. But it is very obvious that Gwen and Art hate each other, basically. They just don't like each other, but they've been betrothed since she was born and he was like 2. So this is like arranged marriage type of situation. There is obviously like she's crushing on the lady knight who she's seen a couple times doing tournaments and things. And I feel like there is definitely going to be like a romance between the guys as well. I think this is a book that is just not particularly something that I'm going to enjoy. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be 3 stars. And I'm at the point where I think I'm going to try a little bit more tonight, but I'm already just like not feeling it. And it's not anything to do with this book. It's more of this, it's like, it's historical in a way. And I'm not the biggest fan of that personally. And it's also like, it feels a little bit more of like finding yourself and coming out situation. Like we've had some hints that like Gwen, who is Gwendolyn, not Guinevere, likes the lady knight, but it's very hush hush. And then we have Arthur, who is supposedly descended from King Arthur in some way, but very, very lowly, because Gwendolyn is a princess, I'm pretty sure, or a lady, or, you know, from like lords or something. I don't know. But Arthur's not. Like, he's not really. He has been caught kissing a boy by Gwen. And she's like, huh. And apparently he's been sneaking around doing this for a while. So, like, this feels very much like coming of age, coming out. And I just don't think that's gonna be my thing. Not that it's necessarily gonna be a bad thing, but I just feel like it's not gonna be a full 5. And I'm at that point with a lot of my books where I'm like, if I'm not 100% into it and enjoying it, I should DNF, because there are so many books on my TBR. Like, I have 500 and something books, and I'm just like, And I would love to scratch off another one of these and see what else we can read this week. So, like I said, I think I'm gonna try one more time, but I have a feeling I'm gonna DNF, and not because it's the book's fault, it's just like, it's not for me. But one other thing that I wanted to do earlier and I just never found time to do is, I mentioned that yesterday we went out for my sister's birthday dinner, and we ended up in the Tacoma Mall. I bought a couple blind boxes. So I wanted to just like open them on camera for you guys here. I've done a couple like dedicated Pop Mart unboxing videos. So I will leave them linked down below in case you're curious. I actually have this guy right here, the Hossy Poo Poo. It's so funny. I've opened one of these before, and I got this little one where he's like getting dressed with a puppy, and it's terribly adorable, but I love this, like, the look of these little guys, and I want something different. I'm pretty sure that when I got that one, I had ended up picking one that was heavy, so I tried to pick something light, and we'll see. I just want something different, so let's see what we get today. I'm gonna not look at the card or anything. We're gonna just do this first. Okay, so this is the little bag. Even the little bag is adorable. Like, they're so cute. Okay. Ah, I almost dropped it. Okay, it definitely feels different. It's not as big. Oh, okay. He looks like he needs something on the top of his head. Okay, I found it. We got this little guy. I'm very excited. This is very, very cute. And I'm just happy, like I said, happy it's not the same as the other one. So he actually gets a little flower bauble on the top of his head. He is adorable. I love that. He's like trying to pull up pants. I don't know what it is about this one. Not all of them have the oversized clothes thing, but I guess a couple of them do. The ones that I got, they both have oversized clothes, and they're trying to pull them up, sweater or pants. And he has a little lollipop in his back pocket. He's just so cute. Okay, the flower. I love the flower too. Okay, so push that down a little bit more. I think it looks a little better. That's our first one. Then I saw a new, or at least new to me, Demu. I don't think I've seen this one previously. This is The Memories We Hold, and these are the different characters. Again, I literally just did this randomly. In general, I don't try to collect a whole series or try to collect a certain one. I just find a series that I think is really cute, and I just usually do like one sometimes, as you can see with the Hossy Poo Poo I got. I do two, but I don't have like a preference. If I had to pick, oh, there is one with a cat. Like right here, he has a cat. I think that could be cute because I love cats, but otherwise, let's see what we get, huh? Okay, Elliot apparently is here to watch.
Mommy, let me see the...
I threw the silica packet. I'll have to pick that up. Okay, so again, we're not gonna look and see if there's any cards or anything yet, but here is the packaging. And
a big blue bag.
a big blue bag. Let's see which one we got.
Yes.
Okay, I don't think it's the cats, which is fine, because again...
Not the cat.
No. Oh, he has like a little flower. Oh, he's so cute. Okay.
Yes, this guy.
You like the other guy better? That's fine.
Yes, the first.
He's so cute. He has the flowers and stuff. I don't know. He's a lot like more brown.
Both of them is cute.
They're both cute, brown and sepia toned. But he's adorable.
He's
It almost
tired
looks like he's tired. He does have his eyes closed. It looks sort of like almost like an hourglass at the bottom memory. Maybe. Hi. Let's see what this one's actually called, because I'm curious. The other one probably has a name too. I can look it up. This one is the hourglass. I was right. It does have an hourglass at the bottom. I really like that one. Let me see. Where's the other? Okay, the other one was called Grow Big Soon. which is also just very, very cute.
Both of them.
You like both of them? Me too. I am very happy
Oh.
with the ones that we got today. Yeah, leave the flower alone. No, thank you. Okay. That's what we got. That is my update for now.
Really touched. This is the boy and this is the girl.
Oh, she said this one's a girl.
Oh, this one just moves.
It does move a little bit. It's cute, huh?
Mommy, look.
His pants are too big. That is the update for now. I just wanted to show you the terribly adorable little Pop Mart figures. The kids also got little Pop Mart blind bags. They had like the Pop Beans, and they got little ones that were like $5 each, and they were very cute. Elliot got like a little Labubu one, and she was looking at Labubus before we got them, so she was very happy to have that. That's it for now. I don't know if I'm gonna read right away or not.
You can't see my little boo-boo.
You probably left it downstairs. We will go look, okay? We will go find the little boo-boo. And
No, little boo-boo name on the couch gotta be.
what?
The little guy on the couch gotta be dying.
Okay. I will talk to you guys later, since I just need to like stop talking. Okay. I say okay a lot when I start videos, and it's because I'm getting all my thoughts together. But it is almost 7:30 the next day, Thursday. Presley had a little award ceremony at his school. They do one like every trimester, I think it is, and he got an award for constantly growing. We are so proud of him. We were all supposed to go, and I mean like me, Leon, Elliot. But I was the only one that did because Elliot started throwing up this morning before she even had breakfast. And anytime she would try to drink stuff or eat stuff, she kept throwing up. She was okay while I was at Presley's school, and then I guess had tried to drink something like right before I got there and threw up again. We eventually got to a point where she ended up taking a nap on me for like over an hour around noon to like 1:30. And then after that, no more vomiting. We did very slow sips of water. We worked our way up to like one of those juices that has no added sugar and things like that, just to have a little bit of something. And then she had some crackers, and she's now had like a little bit more crackers than anything else, but like a popsicle and things. And like, I feel like we're good. She's acting like herself. I don't know what it was. No fever, no nothing else. But that means I did not read today. I basically just watched Buffy because she was on me and she wasn't feeling good, and it was just easier, brain capacity and everything, to do that. I also did not read any more of this last night. I'm still at like page 40 something, but I think I'm DNFing. I think I'm done. And like I said before, it's literally just like something that I just don't think I'm really into. It looks like I did barely anything. It's like right there. I just don't want to pick it up. Like, even though now that she's like better, I just don't really want to. So, I mean, this could be one that eventually I want to try again. But like, as of right now, I don't. So I'm going to go scratch off another TBR thing. The kids are in my library. I just had to come get this from my bedroom. So we're going to go do that. Now that you're feeling better, do you want to help me pick my next card? So they're all mysteries. And you pick whatever card you want, and then you get to help me scratch it off too. Does that sound good? Okay, she's just going to go for whatever's on top. I have not shuffled in a while, but I have no idea what they are, obviously.
Mommy, look at yellow. Oh no.
Okay.
Mommy, look at yellow here.
Yes, it says scratch off TBR. Are you going to help me scratch it off with your quarter? So you're going to scratch off the silver part. Oh, you're doing some of it. Keep going. Let's see what we get. Scratch in the middle too, Kay. You're doing a great job.
You just doing it.
You are doing a very good job.
Look.
I like it. Okay, keep going. Yep, there you go. Doing a great job. Okay, so she scratched it off most of the way for me, and then I fixed it a little bit. It's the Build a Boyfriend Project by Mason Deaver. Let me grab the book. It's right here on my shelf of all the TBR stuff. This is the Afterlight edition, so it has the interesting cover edges. I think we even have some stuff underneath the dust jacket. Yeah, I like it. This would be my first Mason Deaver book, and I think it's because all the other books that they have out are pretty much young adult, and so I haven't been as interested in those. But this is an adult romance, and so I'm very, very excited for it. I believe it's sort of like a fake dating, let me help you figure out what you like in a boyfriend situation. I could be mistaken, but I remember when this was like teased as being in the box, I hadn't really heard of it before, but the tropes that are supposed to be in here, I was very excited for, and I knew of the author even if I haven't read books by them. So this is our next one. I'm hoping this is going to go better because I definitely want to read something. And yeah, the other one was just not necessarily my thing. I'm definitely more into adult. I think all of the cards we have left are adult things now. Not all of them are romances, but let's do it. Friday. I think the way that the sun is, oh, there's the Elliot. Hi. The way that the sun is, I am definitely not facing the right way. Like that would be so much better. We are on our way to go pick up Presley from school. I have not talked to you guys at all today because Fridays are busy. Fridays are just so incredibly busy. Elliot had gym, and today was skills celebration day. The whole week basically, but today was her day, and she got very overwhelmed very quickly. We were able to do a little bit of stuff because like the parents were in the class, so it wasn't just like her and the kids in her class, it was that and all the parents. But she got a medal, which she was very happy about. And so yeah, we're gonna go pick up Presley. I have not read anything because I've been so busy. Today is such a nice day out. It is actually Saturday. This week has gone by so quickly. And I'm out right now getting stuff for Easter eggs, because I do an Easter egg hunt for the kids every year. And getting Easter stuff ready. The kids are at the park with Leon right now because they, you know, it's a nice day. Get out, do something while I'm gone. I'm stopping at Five Below right now. And so I'm hoping it's not going to take too long. I did not read any of the Build a Boyfriend project yesterday because Fridays are busy days. We had gym, we had to pick Presley up from school. It was just like so busy. We had to walk his friend home from school. And so I did not get to do that. I did finish my Anne's House of Dreams. I always want to say like Anne of something because it's like Anne of Green Gables, Anne of Ingleside is the next one. But no, there's one book, Anne's House of Dreams, which is book number 5. I did finish that recently. That's not part of this readathon at all. But yeah, going out, getting Easter stuff, and then hopefully I will get started reading when I get back home. So yesterday's mission was very successful, but then I never really talked to you guys again. Hello. Because today is now Sunday. There she is again. Hello. And there's him. We're in the library. The library is a mess because the kids have been doing like arts and crafts projects recently. Nope, you're moving my chair. You're pushing me. But I did start reading the Build a Boyfriend project last night. I am 69 pages in. And I definitely am going to be reading more today. This week has just somehow gotten away from me. But this is following our main character of Eli, who is trans masculine, getting over a like 7-year relationship type of thing. And his friends have convinced him to go on sort of like a blind date, which is horrible. His date shows up like over an hour late, spills soup on him, doesn't even come into the movie because of like work calls, just like the worst date you could probably ever imagine type of thing. And Eli's also working at like a website journalist type of thing, but he's like an executive assistant. He wants to be more like putting out the articles and stuff, but like right now the company that he works for is doing more of like what 10 memes are the most popular kind of thing, and he's not really into that as much. So it seems like the whole thing is going to be him and his friends have like cooked up that he's going to teach this other guy named Peter how to be a boyfriend, how to go on dates, because they're both in their 30s and apparently Peter is really, really bad at it. I'm very intrigued by this to see where it's going to go. So far, the vibes are very cool. My only thing is the font size in this book is so small. Let me pull it up without losing my like bookmark. It's so tiny. The margins are huge, but like the actual font is so small, like compared to some of the other books. Like I have Gwen Art from earlier, and I know it's YA, and so YA usually has bigger font. I don't even know if you can like fully see, but like in person, I opened up the Build a Boyfriend project and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so tiny. I feel like I'm reading the book like so close to my face just because it's so freaking tiny. Like I feel like I need to be like here. Not my preference. And this is like 400 pages, almost 400 pages, 380 something. And I would have preferred the margins to not be as big, the font size to not be as small. Maybe give us more pages. I don't know, but like this one, I don't know if it's because it's the Afterlight edition, the UK edition. Like I don't know what the paperback, because it's probably in paperback here in the United States, how big the font is there, but it feels so small. So even though I am enjoying the book and everything, the actual reading experience is not as good because of that. So that's where we're at right now. I'm going to be reading more today. Also yesterday, in lieu of reading like around the early afternoon, I was planning out videos and stuff because I've skipped the last like 2 Saturday videos because of reading, but also life and scheduling. And now that I'm busy on Tuesdays and Fridays, it just is a little bit harder to find the time to film and edit. So I think we've gotten all of that settled, hopefully. And so now that's what we're doing today. I'm going to be diving into more of this. Good morning and happy Monday. I got to page 145 in this last night, and I am still liking it so far. It definitely feels like a sort of mix of like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, in the fact that like we have a journalist trying to build a story, and our like love interest doesn't really know what's going on. It is a little bit different because Eli is thinking that he is lying to both people, his boss, who wants him to write a story about how to build a better boyfriend, but hide it from Peter. And then Peter thinks that Eli is writing a story, which is what Eli really wants to do, about like growing up gay and Korean in the South in a small town, and what that means, and how his coming out and dating situation is different than other people that are also out. And so Eli really wants to do that story, but he's technically having to do both and lying to his boss and to Peter about it. I do think the sort of like dates they've gone on so far are cute. Like it's just, I need to read more. I'm not even halfway. It's like a third of the way. I just got distracted yesterday. It's just been, this week has just been crazy. I don't want to like complain too much, but at the same time, like I have stories. There is a boy who goes to Presley's school, older, and I only know of him because he walks the same way as us. And I mean this in the fact that like last week, 2 times last week, I have caught this boy being so naughty. Wednesday, he was throwing rocks the size of his hand at houses. And there was a dad, not his dad, a dad though, walking so close to him, because on Wednesday I was like at least 50 feet back. I saw him doing this, but I wasn't close enough to do anything about it. There was a dad near him that didn't do a single thing. This guy was like 6 foot tall, super bearded, big. He could have said something very, innocent and probably scared the living shit out of this boy, so he wouldn't want to throw rocks at houses. He didn't. I wasn't there on Thursday because Elliot was sick, so Leon picked up Presley, so I have no idea if there was an incident there or not. But on Friday, same boy picked up a 2 foot, stick. It was squarish and long. It had nails in it. And he was using it to, again, hit houses and fences, and he almost hit a kid. And I was close enough this time that I was like, you need to put that down now. But I'm just like, so I went to the school today because I really have no idea what they can do about a kid who obviously goes to their school, but is on the way home from school. Like, it's not on school property anymore, but I've heard of schools getting kids in trouble for less. Who knows? I also took a note because it's supposed to be parent-teacher conferences this week, so I actually have to go pick up Presley in just 2 hours. So they have half days all week, because I was like, even if the school can't do anything, maybe they can give the note to the parent, because if it was my kid being so naughty and destructive and dangerous, I would want to know, because he walks home alone. He's probably in 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade, because that's when they're supposed to be able to walk home alone from our school. I would want to know. So there's that. The other thing is we have new neighbors, which is actually good, because these are the neighbors that, when we moved in and for a while afterwards, they had teenagers next door, and they would hop the back of our fence and then crawl along the fence to get to their fence, because their fence is a little bit higher off the sidewalk, and they were breaking our fence. We're renting. It's not even our friggin' fence. But so I'm glad they moved. I met the new neighbors, not this weekend, but last weekend. They seemed really nice, but right now they have a car parked on the side of the street, which is, again, not necessarily a bad thing. I should be able to get out of my parking spot. But it is exactly where all the trash cans go. And I'm at the point where I'm like, today is trash day. I'm just hoping the car moves by tonight. Otherwise, we really don't have another spot to put our trash cans based on where our houses are. That's the side that has the grass area, where the trash cans can go. The other side doesn't really, it's too close to the other house. So I'm hoping they sort of know that, because they moved in last week and we've already had a trash day since they moved in, and our trash cans go there. And we've been here for almost 2 years now. That is where the trash cans go, because that's where the space is. So I'm hoping I don't want to have to go knock on their door. I'll be very nice about it. I'm just hoping that they would understand. I hope they're not those kind of people that are like, but I don't want to move my car. You just hear those horror stories of neighbors and things. And so hopefully we're good, because yeah, trash night is tonight, because it gets picked up tomorrow morning, and Elliot has OT tomorrow. And so even if technically we could put our trash cans near their car, if we put them over there and they didn't move their car, it would be in my way getting out of the house in the morning. And I have too much stuff to do after taking Presley to school to deal with that. And I just don't want to I'm already preemptively worrying over it. I shouldn't. They were very, very nice when I introduced myself when they were moving in. So hopefully we're good. But like I said, I have to go pick up Presley in 2 hours now. He has very, very short days, half days all week. So I need to film something within that time period before we have to go get him. So I probably won't read anymore right now. Once he's home and the kids are home and things like that, we'll probably be hanging out downstairs. They want to color and paint and things. So hopefully I'll get more reading done, because we have today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of March, and that's the last day of the readathon. I was hoping to get another book in, and it just seems like this last week basically, has just been crazy. I don't think I'm going to. So yeah. Lots of construction going on over there. They're building a bunch of houses down that way. But today is Tuesday. It is actually almost noon, because Presley has half days all week for conferences. So we are going to go pick him up. Elliot already did her OT and everything. And it's that time of the month, so I'm not feeling anything right now, which is great. I have about an hour left in the Build a Boyfriend project. That's according to my Bookly app. I don't know exactly how many pages. Like, I'm just under the 300 page mark, and I think this is a slightly almost 400 page book. I think I'm like maybe a little less than 100 pages left, but I have about an hour left, and I am enjoying it. The third act breakup, not all romances have it, but it is something that is a staple in the genre, so I keep like waiting for the shoe to fall because it hasn't happened yet. Like, I'm waiting for it. What? Oh, hi! Say hi! I'm waiting for it to happen. I don't think I'm gonna enjoy it just because I've liked the book so far, and like, our characters are very well written. But obviously Eli has been lying to both people about the articles, and I'm assuming it's gonna be something with that. Even though I've liked what he's been doing with the articles and things, Peter is just like such a sweet man that I feel like it's gonna break our hearts, ours and Peter's, and I'm just not quite ready for it. I will say I am at like 76, 77% in. The part that I got up to last night is like around there, 76, 77%. I want to say the chapter or two before that got very spicy, which is not necessarily a bad thing because it is a romance and we were like 200 pages in. But for how sweet and nervous and things that Peter can be, and the fact that he is almost a virgin, he's only ever had sex like with one other person back in high school when he was still closeted and things like that. It got very spicy, very kinky, very like, are you a good boy? In a way that sort of icks me out, and I think it's just because I don't do dirty talking books, and I know it's not exactly that, but it felt very similar. I don't know, like praise kink or something. It was not like a well written, I guess, but like it felt weird. And like, Eli was the one that took the most control and everything, but still, it was a little much for me. So, I don't know if this book is necessarily gonna get 5 stars because I do feel like that shoe is gonna drop with the third act breakup, and I don't know if I'm ready, and I don't know how it's gonna be handled. And then also the like spicy times, a little bit too much for me. So yeah, otherwise I am enjoying it. I am gonna finish it today. We are busy today because obviously I'm gonna go pick up Presley, and then we have conferences, and today's open gym, and there's just a lot of stuff happening. So yes, that is our update for now. Okay, so we are home. We've had dinner. Here's Elliot and Presley. He's gonna be coloring. We went to Presley's conference, which was amazing. He's doing everything he needs to do, is above and beyond certain things. Yeah. We went to the book fair, got some books, and now we're home. We've had some dinner. I have not read today. I have 1 hour left. So that is our goal, because today is the last day of March.
At school, I was smart.
Yes, you are very smart, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, like they showed us some of like his reading tests and math tests for like STAR testing and whatnot, and like he's above what he needs to be at for the end of the year. He progressed from fall to winter, which is great, which is what we want to see. His teacher did say for kids that are as gifted as he is in certain areas, sometimes they'll stall, and we just don't want him to do that. And he's not. He's progressing, which is what we want to do. Hi, Elliot. So yeah, today is the last day of March. We are going to finish this. I have nothing else to really tell you about except for we are going to finish this. So far, so good, but I have like an hour left. We'll be going and getting ready for bed in about an hour, so I might be able to finish it by then. It is officially April, so the Trans Rights Readathon is officially over. But I did finish this last night, so I did need to talk about it here. It took me like 48 minutes, so quicker than the hour that my Bookly app was saying it was going to take. And I think I'm officially giving it 4 stars. We talked a little bit about an issue I had with the sort of like praise kink in here that I'm just like, no. Besides that, I really did enjoy the characters and the storyline, and it definitely feels a little bit like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days and those kind of fake dating sort of situations, a little bit different, but like in that sort of vein, which I liked that. It felt very like 90s, early 2000s rom-com type of thing. The thing is also, though, I didn't really like how the third act breakup conflict situation was resolved. And like, it's not necessarily bad. I was just hoping for more. The epilogue, because it is sort of like an epilogue, even though it says it's like chapter 22 or whatever, I do think saved it a little bit. Like, it definitely gave me feels and things like that. I really did like this. It's just, it had a couple things that I wasn't as on board with. So 4 stars. I would definitely be willing to read more by Mason Deaver, by this author. I know there are other books, but they're like YA. I don't think I'm really into YA contemporary nearly as much as I used to be. Like, I DNF them more often than not now. So I don't think I would do those. But I do think there is supposed to be another adult one coming out later this year. I can't remember. I just saw it the other day. That is like a second chance romance. And second chance romances aren't necessarily my thing. It depends on why they need a second chance. The summary of the one that I saw, though, does look like they sort of like one of the characters made a decision to do school or something in a different country, and so like the relationship ended because of distance more than like maybe somebody doing something wrong. So I think that would be something I would be very much willing to give a chance, because I did like this and I would like to read more. So that is going to be it from me today. We read 3 full books during the Trans Rights Readathon, plus I found a DNF, but again, that was more me than the actual book. So it is what it is. But now we're moving into April, so that's going to be it. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know. Subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more videos. I do have videos coming out Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so I will see you then. Bye.